who he, not the greatest game in game number 1, had a couple of misplays, the early turret dive underneath the tier 1, the headbutt onto the tibbers there in the river. So hopefully with the Rel, with this game 2, he can find a little redemption, find some of those big engages. We know that at his peak, who he has been a hell of a shot caller, a hell of an engage player. So maybe we just got to get him on like the biggest team fightingest, engagingest support in the game and let him shine a little bit. But FlyQuest's plan is to say, hell no, not going to happen. Braum, great for disengage here. Masu immediately going to find the first Mystic shot over the wall there on Thurehel with his Ezreal. But here's a little look at Gakko, 17 years old. That means that he was born in
here we go.
2008. For those of you guys who don't know, League of Legends, the game, released out of beta and into full release state at the end of 2009. Yeah. So he's just about as old as the game itself, just slightly older. And he's 6 months younger than the iPhone. iPhones were on the earth before Gakgos was, but an iPhone has never made it to the LTA stage.
Is a player with unlimited potential. Every time I watch him play, he does something special that captures my imagination. But at the same time, he is super fresh. It's very play and has a lot to learn. So
out of quad, he got a flash a little bit later out of Whippo, but it ultimately didn't turn into anything that Disguise could then take advantage of and punish.
Coming for a dive, buddy.
So maybe they can find a little bit more luck up here. Dive in the tier 1 turret in game number 2. Gakko's trying to get away, flashes past him. Gakko's has his juke boots laced up, and he breaks their ankles on the attempted dive. Nicely done there from the new blood of the FlyQuest top lane. But I also feel like that gives you the chance, like you mentioned in game number 1, to just take the small wins where you get them. If you find some good fights against FlyQuest, even if you don't come out with the dub, you can still take learnings away from it, because these guys have shown they are the best team fighters. They are the most coordinated team. They're getting creative, and now Gakgos is in some trouble. Castle going in for the solo bolo here on the top side. Gakgos wants to flash away, but Castle with the solo kill for the first blood sits Gakgos down. Now Inspired wants to try to get the follow-up, but he can't find it. Bramble Smash missed the target. Inspired still with a flash. Looking to chase Castle down, but Castle stands tall.
And he's out with the blast code. Castle! Holy, for DSG. Flowers, when they first entered the league, a lot of the focus, wait a second.
Oh my goodness, if that killed him, I would have lost it.
It is just so much value for Merc Treads, so it does fund those Merc Treads, and he's got teammates up here, so they're looking for Gakgos again, no flash.
Okay, Gakko's got to try to get away from this one. The Shattering Strike has already collided, and Magnet Storm's looking to keep him locked up. XU tanking everything underneath the turret. They need a little bit more damage. They don't have the firepower to kill him. XU with a flash in for the W2 to get the kill. Busio and Inspired show up, though, and now they're looking to trade back more than just one. That who he's got to find multiple targets. Lots of value there with the Magnet Storm. First items completed. Multiple different players here as the engage from Disguise is completely botched. Quad ready for the counter here with the Fate Sealed. True Shot Barrage over the top. Disguise just gave it away for free, and FlyQuest happy to punish a triple kill for the Yone. Disaster for Disguised in the bot side river. Really taking dramatic control over the game here in just a couple of minutes as Inspired wants to make his way down towards Dark Wings. Quad follows it up here with a Fate Sealed and True Shot Barrage. That is the second time Quad sets it up with a Fate Sealed. Masu knocks it down with the True Shot Barrage from all the way away. The man's back over in the mid lane, Kobe.
Yeah, you know, I like that because well, let's take a look if Quad actually gets caught here.
Okay, XU and Huhi going after him. They don't have a ton of damage between the two of them, but they didn't need a ton. They had enough to kill off the Yone. At least that shutdown goes over to Disguised.
All right, maybe Castle, does at least solo get the flash here. So they're trying to follow it up with plays on the top side too. DSG looking for some of these answers to FlyQuest, because FlyQuest are just starting to run away for it. Ooh, this one could be dangerous though. Is he going to wait until Inspired shows? Okay, Inspired shows.
Okay, Castle wants to try to turn it around, go after Gakgos immediately at the start. If he gets Gakgos, Inspired doesn't have a lot of damage, but now Busio's ready to join the fight. He locks him up with the concussive blows, and Inspired beats him down. So a 1-for-1 trade. The entire time, Quad is still putting all of the work in on the tier 2 up there in the top lane, but Castle's going to TP out to try to come defend it. And as soon as Castle TP's out, Quad's going to TP in. Dark Wings using the Shurima Shovel to disengage as FlyQuest goes after him. But now with the way that the pieces have all shuffled around, the board. DSG is nowhere near the Drake.
And they can just go Otacon after the Dragon. And I really like what FlyQuest are doing here. They're taking over, wait a second, that's a lot of damage. Okay, they're taking over the bottom side of the map well in advance of the spawn of that Dragon.
Oh, and immediately they full send it after XU. The Sejuani is not tanky enough. It's Busio leading the charge, Quad on the follow, and again, Masu's long-range firepower gets it done. FlyQuest happy to shove them up that way because Quad is just going to do the Dragon on his own. The Fed Yone with the Blade of the Ruined King can slow this down very quickly and take no damage. Masu getting away there. Nice cleanse of the Glacial Prison. FlyQuest doing just fine here in a 4v5 as XU has to try to get away. Ton of damage to Darkwings there. Masu's already killed him. FlyQuest in a 4v5 like those odds. Busio trying to get away from the counter-strike here as Castle at least picks up a single kill. Infernal Drake, Infernal Soul going the way of FlyQuest here at the same time as Gakos and Quad have more than enough damage. It was a 4v5 for most of it, and almost everybody on Disguise is a corpse. XU's the only one still standing. He's got 200 HP and a dream, but FlyQuest are going after the Baron. Gakko's going back up into the tribe run. XU flashes over the wall. It's an ace for Fly. Disguise is out of there.
Would you classify Ezreal as an assassin, Flowers?
I'd classify Masu's Ezreal as an assassin because he just went in.
All right, I want the analyst desk to slow down the Masu cleanse frame by frame as we see them destroy the rest of
Okay, we might need to slow down these deaths frame by frame because FlyQuest is already just deleting everybody. Who he's the next to go? Castle, Rahel, and Darkwing going to stand their ground as Busio is almost dropped and Inspired is killed off. Disguise looked like they might have had a chance there, but Masu is still healthy, is still firing, is still too much of a problem. Busio barely staying alive as Inspired does drop. A quick little counterpunch there from Disguise, but they're going to need so much more.
Yeah, you better send an army at Masu to take this guy down. He is so confident, and he is popping off right now. Looks like
when your AD carry steps up and forces Jax to walk back, you've got a bit of a problem as Quad's at least going to get stunned up there. Castle went in for the counter-strike aggressively, but that's Masu Ezreal. If he's in range, you're down range, and he is not stopping the fire.
Yeah, I mean, Jax jumps in and stuns Quad. Masu just spaces back a little bit, steps outside the counter-strike range, and then let's rip. Oh, you stopped his recall.
I'm like,
careful.
Bro, I don't know if you want to do that. I don't know if you want to stop his recall. I don't know if you want to walk that far forward. Masu Ezreal keeping the pressure on as Quad goes in the face seal, and Darkwings is down. You should have let him recall.
You're looking at the freaking Globetrotters out here. FlyQuest.
Oh, they're still going! One more hit would have killed Huhi, but they don't quite have the damage. Masu snipes it! Another one comes in. A double for Masu in the enemy base. Disguised is just made to look foolish here at the end of game 2. An unceremonious ace for FlyQuest as they will knock down the Nexus turrets. Castle can't step off of the stairs to the fountain, and FlyQuest 20-6. They win the second game as strong as they won the first. It's a clean 2-0 to start split 3.
Wow, Quad and Masu just absolutely styling in this game. Woo. Holy moly. Yeah, maybe the lessons learned, if Masu's fed, you just let him back. Don't even stop.
That looked like it was not the right time to be going after the AD carry, man. Masu having a great time with that one. FlyQuest really just flexing on him there at the end, showing them how far they've got to go if they want to challenge the top squads. And FlyQuest are looking good.
I'm thinking back to his cleanse towards the Baron.
Yeah.
If we slow that down frame by frame, how many frames was he actually CC'd for?